Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody and anybody who will be listening in. Here we are again. The nth time. I forgot where we are with our WMC book club, but definitely we are going strong. And right now, this afternoon, we are missing the two partners in crime, Kaloy and TJ, but we have Aimee here with us.
Yes.
Hello, Aimee. Magandang hapon.
Good afternoon. Excited to discuss this new movie.
Yes.
This movie.
For those who are just listening in at hindi nyo pa, you're not part of the group, the book club yet, last month we decided to kind of take a different route with this book club. Not only diving into a different genre, but also using a different material. Ayan. So, ang ating ginawa, no, ang ating naging assignment is the movie The Lost Daughter. And this was directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal and Olivia Colman and Dakota Johnson starred in it. And available po to sa mga gustong manood, available po to sa Netflix. Now, I guess wala tayong masyadong magiging spoiler alert here. Warning na lang sa mga hindi pa nakakapanood at nakikinig, baka meron. But what we, Aimee and I, would like to focus on is how both of us as individuals can relate to the characters and the situations in the movie. Okay? So, actually, na-discover ko nga, Aimee, when I was kind of researching on this movie, libro pala to originally. So, this was a book written by, I looked it up written by Elena Ferrante. Ayan. So, nakakatuwa, and it was originally published in 2006. So medyo matagal-tagal na on the bookshelf itong libro na to, and then they came out with a movie. And maganda ang reviews. Initially I was going to read up about the movie first before watching it. Pero sabi ko ay baka magkaroon ng spoiler alert. Gusto ko suspense. I'm at the edge of my seat the whole time. Kaya pinagliban ko yung pagbasa ng mga reviews. Ayan. Okay, so let's start. Ang movie na to, Aimee, no? Medyo may mga inserts siya of the main character, Leda's memory of when she was a younger mother. Na? Ang movie started off with her driving to a supposedly month-long vacation in a very rural part of Italy yata, no? And she's in her late 40s. She's 48. Tapos so maraming nangyayari sa kapaligiran niya na parang I was like, oh no, what is she going to do? No? And then medyo unexpected yung mga nagiging decision niya on how she does things, how she interacts with people, no? So let's start with the question na since I guess sa age mo, Aimee, dahil di hamak na mas bata ka sa akin, and we know you have very young boys, no? How were you able to relate to the young Leda in the movie?
I was caught off guard with the movie itself. When I saw that it was like more than 2 hours, I was like, okay, can I watch this really by myself? So since this is an assignment, so I should watch. So towards the start of the movie, medyo intrigue. I have a little intrigue on how this whole story will flow because yeah, I realized there was inserts. And looking at the younger Leda, may recall kasi she was in vacation and she has a very young kid. So sobrang relate on my end because I have two very young kids and with her temper, her temper sometimes short-tempered, and she, I can super relate when she feels tired. She has two girls and I have two boys. Ah, you know what?
Parang may
What a
somehow may
coincidence.
symmetry doon.
Yes, what a coincidence. And then I saw the girls they're playing separately. So I was just wondering why is it like that? They are playing separately, and she got time for each. The one is demanding of her time, the other one is just, very relaxed. So looking at Leda, very tired, frustrated, and angry, I can really relate because for myself, I started really as in a corporate job. So I am not really I don't know kung sanay ba tayo na nagiging domesticated right after if you will resign and take care of the family. So I am not really used to that. And when I had a first, iba yung excitement syempre pag isa pa lang. But when I have second, iba na din yung approach. So I can really relate when she's angry, when she needs like a little rest, Tapos basta iba kasi magkaibang personality ng bata. Magkaibang personality. So yeah, I super relate with the younger Leda. How about you, Achi? What can you say about that first part of the movie?
Yeah. Well, initially when the movie was starting, kasi it started with her driving to her vacation home, no? And then meeting the landlord or maybe the host of the house, no? And she was being shown around. She had this demeanor na hindi siya welcoming, no? Na parang, okay, I'm done. Can you leave me alone now? Because I want to start my vacation, no? And that characteristic or that attribute that she had went on during the movie. She was very careful in who she wants to interact with, no? In a way, nasasabihan na ako ng mga anak ko na nagiging masungit ako. So, I don't know. Is it because of age? Now, but going back to when she was younger, you have two kids. I have four. So, kumbaga yung sa iyo, yung una, excited, yung pangalawa, medyo iba na yung approach. Paano pa kaya yung pangatlo at pang-apat, di ba?
Yeah.
So, sobrang naiintindihan ko yung naging frustration niya, yung naging, of course, not to be judgmental to with other people, no, but what I'm looking at is the emotion, not the actions, no, not how she not her outlets, but what she was feeling inside, no. Iba kasi kapag when we say domesticated, no, iba kasi kapag ang focus mo is just being a mom, just being the housewife. Although, hindi ko minamaliit yun, ha. Sobrang hirap din ng 24/7 ang trabaho mo, which is exactly what a mother's job is. It is 24/7. But to add to that, she was studying, 'di ba?
Yeah.
She was preparing for a profession, which was, I don't think that's easy. She was studying languages.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think that was easy. So, Um, ah, kasi nagawa ko dati yun eh, yung, alam mo yung, just to get away from the kids, magkukulong ako sa CR. As in, magkukulong ako sa CR. And I would be just like, yeah, 30 minutes lang. 30 minutes lang. Para lang walang, if the kids knew that I was in the bathroom, siguro naman hindi nila ako guguluhin, no? I don't remember a time naman na kumatok sila at, demanded me to be with them while I was in the bathroom. Pero, yun yung naging outlet ko minsan, no? However, I guess if there is a difference, no, if there is a difference with how I dealt with it when I was a younger mom, it was kasi ang ano ko, aside from being a full-time mom, I was also helping out my husband at that time with his business, no. Pero ang mindset ko is tinutulungan ko siya sa business niya. I was supporting him. I wasn't going into a different career or industry by myself. I wasn't building my own career. I saw myself at that time as somebody who's supporting my husband, my children, the business, no. So I've always walked a step behind everybody, no. So I guess yun yung difference. Although I was actively helping in the business, I guess you can say I was a working mom at that time. Even though my kids were still very young, but my husband was starting a business on his own, venturing into an industry that is actually very huge, no? So I knew, I understood my role is to help him, to support him. So ang hawak ko actually is accounting department, and we had over 100 employees in our
Oh, wow.
payroll. Yeah,
Mhm.
so hawak ko lahat, everything and anything that has to deal with numbers. Maski siguro a piece of tissue paper, pag sinulatan mo yan, naka-file yan. Yung ganun siya katindi. So, yun eh, no? But totally, I can relate with yung pagod, yung frustration, like what I said, no? Nagtatago ako na sa CR para lang makapagpahinga. Ayan, yun. So, moving on, when she was able to build a career already, no? Kasi yung kanyang material na publish, so was being talked about, no, tapos nakilala na siya, no. Well, of course nandun yung naghanap nga siya ng sarili niyang outlet, no. I would guess each person would somehow find that outlet, no, na whether it's just momentarily or for a lengthier time, we could escape from yung nararamdaman nating negativity. Yan. Ano ang ginawa mo? Nagkulong ka rin ba sa CR or ano?
Actually, at the early stage of my kids, I have a house help. So although I resigned from my corporate job, I have a house help. So somehow, it's not really that tedious. Actually, yung relate ko talaga kay Leda and kay Nina is what is actually happening right now. Simply because the kids are a little older, so they are schooling, and we are confined at home. Because when I have a house help and they are a little bigger, my husband told me I can go to work because I don't want to stay at home.
Okay.
So I have
At least may blessing from him,
yeah,
diba?
yeah, he is very supportive of in everything that I do. So aside from previously, aside from this business that we have, as a financial advisor, I was working in a corporate here lang in our area. So towards the pandemic, So I have to choose between safety and my job. So I focus on our business and focus on the kids. And you know what? Um, I have this short temper. And kung hindi ko maibuhos sa mga bata, may yung ulo ko, I I divert it to my husband. Sometimes when my outlet is talking to my clients after when he's here already. So he was telling me, maghapon ka na dito sa bahay. Nagse-cellphone ka, you have a meeting. Eh, syempre sasabihin ko, because I'm taking care of the kids. I'm looking after their schoolwork. And this is the time when I talk to my client. Yung iinit yung ulo mo, pagod siya, pagod din ako. So there are those times that, yung talagang literal na sinasabi ko, napapagod na ako. I need a break. Minsan gusto ko maglayas. Gusto ko maglayas. Yung lang, sabi ko maglalayas ako, hindi ko kayo kasama. Ako lang. That's why our Batulao, when we went
last
to
December,
yes, that was really a day out. I feel that it's a day out for me, even if it's a short time and hindi naman sila, pero hindi natin sila kasama. You know what? Being surrounded by other people. Yun yung sinasabi ko sa kanya kasi minsan, syempre, there was a time that he went out with friends, may iwan ako sa bahay kasi walang magbabantay sa mga bata. I feel really bad. Naiiwanan niya ako, tapos may iwan ako dito sa dalawang makulit. So, my outlet really, if I can't go out, I go to to the kubo outside. When I'm there, I feel like I am in a different place. So yun.
So sa mga young mothers out there, kung may space naman kayo na magpatayo ng maliit na kubo, magpatayo kayo maliit na kubo. Ayan.
I feel that our feelings being moms, it's really valid. From time to time, you know what? We're hormonal. Diba?
Yun pa.
Yes, we're hormonal. So, I think that it's really valid and it's very, and if we have a supporting partner, it really helps. Naintindihan, yun, ako, sabi ko nga, I'm very emotional. Maiyak talaga ako. So, pag umiyak na akong ganyan, sige, nung ka sa taas.
Napapagbigyan ka.
Yeah, wag ko lang siyang sasabayan. Kasi sometimes, syempre, diba? Husbands, may mga times din na bad mood din siya. Wag mo lang siyang sasabayan kasi magsasabog talaga. But that's it. Yeah, iniisip ko naman lilipas din.
It's in a way, it's mind-boggling how we react to certain situations kasi minsan masyadong instant yung reaction natin, 'di ba? Whether it's with the kids or with our spouse or even with total strangers. Kasi kung maalala mo, somewhere siguro mga 15-20 minutes into the movie, di ba? They met this Italian family na medyo maingal, rowdy, maingay, and disrespectful. And all the while, she thought she had the whole beach all to herself. So makita mo sa reaction ng mukha niya na parang, oh no, sino
Disaster.
And sabi ko, shucks, buti pala yung plano ko for my senior years is private property surrounded by mountains. Di ba? Hindi yung kailangan ko pang pumunta sa malayo para lang maging mapag-isa, no? I think that is also crucial, no? Na parang we have to be aware. I mean, minsan character talaga natin eh. Minsan character. Like for example, when she was asked to move to another chair and another spot in the beach, and she was respectful naman in saying, no, I'm not gonna move. But
she liked her Yeah, I like
Oo.
her when she said that.
Diba? Pero respectful, maayos, parang yung humihingi ng pabor, yun na yung mahihiya dapat, pero hindi. Medyo, I mean, yun yung ano ng kwento eh, yun yung flow ng kwento eh, no. And I guess one lesson that I've learned from that scene, no, is that yes, you can be firm, you can be strong, you can be assertive, no? Pero you can say it in a way na maayos. Kasi yun yung ginawa niya, na napahiya yung kausap niyang buntis, at bumalik sa kanya, inofferan siya ng cake, nakipagkwentuhan, 'di ba? So, in our lifetime, we will meet a lot of people. So, hindi natin alam, I'm not saying to take advantage of relationships, no? Or whether it's with friends or acquaintances, no? But we don't know kung kailan natin sila kakailanganin or kung kailan tayo naman ang hihingi ng pabor.
Yes.
So, how we react or how we respond, I would prefer to use the word respond than react, kasi react is so immediate eh.
Mhm.
Respond is you're somehow you have given yourself time to process the situation before you say anything or do anything, no. Yun, that was kind of a parang parang wow moment sa akin yun eh, no. And it showed me the strength that Olivia's character has, no. Yung pagiging yun na nga, decisive niya, pagiging, and I suppose that is why she got into a career that she was in. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, yeah, I think yun dun sa part na yun, yung being decisive. And if you remember, towards the start, there's a hiker that went into their house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ayaw niyang papasukin dapat,
Ayaw
di
niyang
ba?
papasukin. But it turns out that these people, may sinabi yung hiker na babae.
Yeah.
Because, there's a relationship going on between the hiker. Na, ang sabi niya is, what happened to us is the best thing that I ever did.
Yeah.
The greatest thing, parang ganon, in my life. Na parang, okay. So, if we have family, akala natin yun na yung best. The thing that we are doing, the thing that we are, what do you call this? We're giving up for our family. Yun na yung the best. So, hindi ko din alam kung ano yung naisip ni Leda at that time. Pero, andun siya sa point na, hindi ko alam kung paano niya pinrocess yung situation na yun. But she appreciates, hindi ko alam kung winelcome niya ba yung thought, but she appreciates that. And, she talagang ipinursu niya yung career niya. Yun nga lang, parang, di ba, something's got to give. And for her, parang yun nga she chose her career, di ba, over, I am not in the position to say that bad yon, tama yon. But di ba nga, we are being brought and towards our values, di ba? I think sa Pilipinas pag ginawa nila yun it's really not acceptable, di ba?
Yeah, true.
So dun sa kanya, yun she just did it and pursued her career even if there are little side steps along the way. She did it. So I admire her and I also question how, di ba, how she did that. So yun. Pero kasi, di ba, we are individual. So that's hers and I will still firmly stick with my values. Yun naman yun sa akin. While maybe pursuing what I really want in life. Yun.
I think you just said the magic word. It's the values that we stand by firmly, no? Na sa umpisang-umpisa nandiyan na yan. It's we were brought up with it. We we grew up na yun yung ini-embed sa atin ng mga magulang natin, ng mga the people that we are surrounded with while we were growing up. Pero it really depends on what values you stand by and how strong you stand by these values, di ba?
Yes.
Kasi hindi naman natin sinasabi na, ito yung values mo, hindi ka na hindi ka madadapa, hindi ka mag-make ng wrong decisions, 'di ba? Tao lang po, 'di ba? Although that's not a good excuse, pero 'di ba, everybody makes mistakes one way or another. So, yeah, I think that's a great point to kind of put on the wall. Na it really depends on the values that we have, no.
Yeah.
How about, kasi when when Leda found out about Nina's summer fling, no? As somebody who is way older than Dakota's character, si Nina, no, parang syempre si Nina was looking up to her for advice, although she did not really say that she needed advice, pero parang looking up to her, no. And then may binigay nga na advice or may binigay na assurance si Leda sa kanya, no. Why don't you explain a bit more about that instance? Kasi that was when they bumped into each other. Well, sabi ni Nina, she was following Leda for a few minutes na sa marketplace, no. Finally, she approached her. Tapos they started talking, no. Why don't you explain a bit more about that, and what is your point of view, or what do you see from that scene?
Okay. For that scene, no. She's asking if she called her daw. Diba? She's asking. And then she's also asking why suddenly she turned pale. Kasi prior to that meeting, they met in a doll store. Right?
Yes,
so
yes.
when they are talking about her children, she turned pale. So, looking at her, I think there's a guilt feeling in Leda's, in her emotional state. And meeting Nina and her daughter there in that place, she kind of see her frustrations. And, when Nina said that she's tired, and when Nina told her, will this pass? Two things will this pass? How long is this gonna last? Parang ganon.
Yeah.
Yung I think she's pointing out towards being a mom, a tired mom to her daughter, and her fling. Because she's I think she's admitting naman na okay
meron
sila ng asawa nila. Pero kasi sabi niya, I married him when I was too young. Parang wala ka pa kasi ako masyadong choice at that time. And Leda, I am not sure. Pero yun ang ang receive ko sa kanya, just do whatever you like. Parang ganon.
Yeah.
Just do whatever feels good to you. Tapos parang tinatanong siya, what did you do? Diba? She asked that. What did you do? And yun nga, sabi niya, I am not a very good mom. Yeah. Tapos doon na siya. Doon na dumabas yung regret na yung ginawa niya sa family niya to pursue what she like. So nandun siya sa point na hindi kita indirectly, I'm not telling you to do it, but whatever you do, in-encourage niya, kung ano gusto mong gawin, gawin mo.
Sige lang, go lang.
Sige lang, go. Parang yun yung receive ko sa kanya. Pero kung ako, i-relate ko yung sarili ko, medyo pakialamera. Medyo pakialamera kasi
Mm.
ako. Tapos syempre, if it's a stranger, siguro hindi naman ako makikialam.
Mm.
But if it's someone that I know, someone very close to me, I will really tell them to think of your decision.
Mm.
Diba? Yun din babalik din ako sa, yun ba talaga? Kasi, I know that every decisions that we make, yun nga magtatahi-tahi yan.
Yeah, may effect
May
somehow.
effect siya not really now, maybe in the near future. So, lagi ako sinagsasabi na, hindi mo yan ngayon aanihin. Kaya talagang, ang sinasabing I am a righteous person, but I'm trying to really do things right. Kasi alam ko may, yung karma will come
Yes.
back to you at
Yes.
any time.
Mm-mm.
So, kung ako kung friend ko siya, I will say, you rethink your decision.
Mm.
And yung pagod mo sa anak mo, lalaki din yan. Kaya lang, lalaki din sila.
Actually, I wanted to say that nga kasi now I have 4 young adult kids. My eldest is 26. So it's 26, 25, 24, and 19 and a half. No? So, and kapag ka nag-uusap-usap kami ng mga bata, kasi sometimes pag nagbibiroan, magtatanong yan Mami, sino yung pinakaiyakin sa amin? Sino yung pinakamasungit? Sino yung pinakamata? Yung may mga ganon. And true enough, may mga characteristics silang ganon na masasabi ko, ay, yung panganay, yan yung sobrang iyakin. Pumapasok na ng kinder. Umiiyak pa, oo. Parang yung buong umaga na paggising, nag-aalmusal, naliligo, nagbibihis, hanggang sumakay sa sasakyan papuntang school, umiiyak yan. So, at that time, because I have 4, tapos sunod-sunod pa, I also had that feeling na, oh no, kailan na ito matatapos? Sobrang pagod na ako, no? I am grateful, no? Even looking back, even though my marriage fell apart and went down the drain, I am grateful that at that time, my husband, the children of the father of my children, is somehow supportive. He didn't really understand the dynamics, no? Kasi very traditional, very old-fashioned, no? Pero natural sa kanya ang maging supportive father, ang maging supportive husband, no? So I'm grateful for that. Pero nandun pa rin yon, yung parang kasi nung panganay, feeling ko kaya ko lahat So ayokong kumuha ng yaya. Lahat ako, hands-on ako. Hindi pala madali. Tapos, nung pagdating sa pangalawa, sabi ko, nako, dalawa sila magkasunod. It's gonna be difficult kung mag-hands-on din ako sa pangalawa, and I'm helping my husband with the business. So, I need help na. No? Doon ako kumuha ng yaya. And then, I'm blessed na yung yaya ng pangalawa, nagstay siya hanggang sa pangatlo tsaka sa bunso. Siya yung yaya. No? She left, I think my youngest was 5 years old, parang ganon. So parang okay na, napapabayaan ko na yung mga bata to take care of each other somehow. No? Pero yung naalala ko na parang shocks, hindi ba matatapos to? Kailan ba ako mag-graduate? Ito, yung anak kong lalaki was already 4 or 5 years old. Nako, ito na naman may kasunod na bunso. Tapos, when he was already, I think, entering elementary, yung bunso ko magna-nursery, parang, Lord, hindi ko alam na ganun pala siya kahirap. Paano ba to? But, now that I am where I am right now that I can look back and, reminisce on those times, no? Yun din ang masasabi ko sa mga batang mommy, no? Whether you have 1, 2, 3, or 4 kids, or even more, this will pass. Yun yung isasagot ko, no? Na matatapos din ito. And what is important is gampanan mo ng maayos yung responsibility mo ngayon. Kasi in a way, you are planting seeds not only sa buhay nung, halimbawa, ng anak mo na inaalagaan mo ngayon, you are also planting seeds for your own future. Pag maayos ang pag-aalaga mo sa bata, I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. I'm not saying every day mahinahon ka, may oras kang makipaglaro, may oras kang magtrabaho, may oras kang to do household chores. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, even with our imperfections, but if we make it an effort, no, na gampanan natin ng maayos yung role natin, in the future, like what you said, karma, babalik at babalik sa atin yon. Kasi ako, ine-enjoy ko na siya ngayon. It was during one of our book discussion na sabi ko, if I die today, no, I'm happy to go. Why? Because I know my children love each other enough that they will take care of each other. Somehow I've prepared them. I don't know what I did, no? It's those, when you enter into motherhood, it doesn't come with a manual. So,
Yes.
wala siyang instructions. So, hindi natin alam. We do things as we go along. And then we remember advice from friends, advice from our mother, advice from maybe our mother-in-law, no, na ito yung ginawa nila. Maybe I can use the same technique. Maybe I can tweak it and make it my own, no? Pero, matatapos din yan. And ngayon, katulad yan, I'm moving forward, preparing myself to enter into my senior years, knowing that I can focus on myself naman ngayon because my children can take care of themselves na. Yon. Of course, hindi naman natatapos ang role natin bilang magulang, not only as a mother, but parent, no? Parent per se. Hindi natatapos ang role natin hanggat magkaapo tayo sa tuhod. We will always be the mommy or in other cases, the daddy of our children, di ba? Pero, hindi ba mas masarap yun? Parang financial planning din yan eh. Ayan, iduktong natin sa ating profession. Parang financial planning din yan. Yung kaysa naman mabuhay ka ng parang YOLO ngayon na walang pakialam sa sarili mong future, I'm not saying you don't enjoy yourselves. No? Kailangan meron ka rin alam mo rin kung paano i-enjoy yung fruit of your labor kahit na a small percentage of that. Mag-trip ka, mag-Starbucks ka, go and watch a movie pag pwede na, no? Pag hindi na tayo takot with COVID, no? You can do all of that, but you also have to set aside a percentage of what you are doing today to prepare for your own future. Kasi wala rin naman makikinabang nun kundi ikaw. Kung hindi ka naman naghanda, wala rin naman mahihirapan kung hindi ikaw. Ayan, somehow naduktong natin, di ba?
Yeah. Actually, I would like to add dun sa sinabi mo na emotional, I think that's what you call emotional investment, no? Because I'm looking naman at my mom right now, no? Kasi she's a working mom. Minsan sasabihin ko nga sa kanya, Ma, how did you do it? Tatlo kasi kami. Tatlo naman kami, tas panganay lalaki, tas dalawang babaeng magkasunod, lagi nag-aaway ng maliliit pa kami. And I would ask her, Mom, how did you do it? Ang hirap. Ako nahihirapan, naiiyak ako minsan. Ang hirap. Paano? Pero magkaiba talaga yung mga bata ngayon at saka nung araw. Kasi dati lang okay na kami. Ngayon, mataas na yung boses, mataas din yung boses nila. Then I would ask my mom, Mom, how did you do it? And yes, motherhood that will never stop. So syempre, ako, I am blessed that I have my mom, no? In small and big, medyo emotional, small and big things, syempre, favorite ko yung dad ko, but my emotional partner really is my mom. So, and yun nga, yung emotional investment. So, siguro, andun ako sa point na she's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. So, syempre, nung maliit kami, pinapalo din kami. Pinapagalitan din kami. And you know what? Being a financial advisor nga like us, so while I'm taking care of my kids, I'm also looking after them. Kasi nga, 'di ba? That's how you wala I'm blessed that my parents have they had a job. My mom is a principal, my dad is an ex-OFW. So they have their own wealth, and still my mom is still in active duty. But um I oblige, 'di ba? I oblige myself to get a policy for my mom. And my dad kasi medyo late stage na, so we can make up for that. But for my mom, um, I got her a policy. You know what? I am preparing for her retirement also, simply because I just want her. Kasi we have a very comfortable life when we were little. Our life is not perfect, but I really want them to have this legacy, to have this very happy retirement, no? So yun, yeah, I think na may emotional investment, and somehow, yeah, I'm looking at my parents na they brought up yung pinalaki nila kami ng tama. So that's really what I want with my kids. So pag nagagalit ako, like, ay, pupang ganyan. Sabi ko, wow, sige, wow ha, coming from you. Diba, may ganun eh, wow. Kasi when we were small, medyo short-tempered din siya. But yeah, when you're tired, she's a professional, she's a teacher. So, di ba, maghapon ka na sa mga bata, ang iingay, pag uwi mo, maiingay pa. So, that's how it is. So, yeah. I really think that I really have to do it, not perfectly. Yun nga, parang may sinabi ako dun sa isang post ko one time na, we do it kahit galit. Galit ako sa mga bata, may ulo ko. But you know what? The discipline, the rules, the things that you're saying, it's all out of love. Diba? Kaya ka nga nagagalit eh. Gusto sasabihin ng mga bata, kahapon lang nagalit na ako. Bakit ngayon inuulit na naman? Tapos sasabihin nila sa akin, di ba mami, sabi mo, pagka pinagagalitan, mahal. Sabi ko, pwede ko din kayong mahalin na hindi ako nagagalit araw-araw. May mga ganong times. Diyos ko, mga
Pilyo, mga boys mo. Pilyo.
Yes, I think sobra. Di ba, mami, sabi mo, pag nagagalit, love, sabi ko, pwede ko kayong i-love na hindi ako magagalit araw-araw. Sabi ko,
mga pilosopong batang to.
grabe.
Pero yeah, nasabi ko na rin sa mga kids ko niyan eh. Kasi katulad nung anak kong lalaki. Kasi only boy eh. So feeling niya lagi outnumbered siya. No? Well, outnumbered nga siya kasi puro girls kami sa bahay. Pero sometimes, when we make decisions as a family, gano'n, no? Ang explanation ko, and this was when they were still very little, mga parang elementary, high school age, no. Kasi lagi niyang sinasabi, really don't like my sisters. Ganyan siya. I really don't like my sisters, no. And I would explain to him, it's okay. It's okay. Kasi there are times that I don't like you kids also. But I love you. I love you 24/7 to the moon and back. Lahat na yan sabihin mo, basta I love you. Hindi magbabago yun. Pero may mga times talaga na may nangyayari, may nagagawa kayo na I don't like you. No? And these are the times na makikita ninyo, it shows, no, na napapagalitan ko kayo, or iniiwan ko kayo sandali, ayoko kayong pansinin, no? And I think as human beings, not only as mothers, no, but as human beings, we have to we have to learn not to feel guilty when we step away. Yon. Or not to feel guilty when we have those sudden outbursts of anger, no? Ang importante, like what I said is, we know how to respond and not to react right away, no? Pero, ano it's natural for human beings, no? Dati-dati lagi kong nararamdaman yung guilt feeling kapag halimbawa, kaya nga dati, when I was still married, wala akong me time. Ang oras ko talagang nanay, businesswoman, wife. Pati yung mga times na sasabihin ko na, aalis muna ako or magde-date kami ng daddy nila. Ang date namin grocery. Nag-aano kami, namimili kami sa supermarket for the month's supply sa house, no. So parang hindi pa rin nawawala yung pagiging nanay ko, no. Pero I think now that I'm way older, no. And now that medyo natututunan ko na wag maramdaman yung guilt, no. I'm learning that I deserve to get away. I deserve to step back. I deserve the time for myself. Yung mga panahon na nagkukulong ako sa CR, I deserve those times. Those are mine, no? I guess wag nating hintayin na na burn out na tayo, na alam mo yung totally parang wala na tayong pakialam sa relationship natin with our husband or with our spouse. Wala na tayong pakialam kung ano mangyayari sa mga anak natin. Tsaka tayo magsa-step back.
Yeah.
Because the scary part there is sometimes it might already be too late. 'Di ba? To mend relationships, to go back to yung mga naiwan natin mga relationships. And I think in Leda's case, no, buti na lang nandyan pa yung mga daughters niya kasi 'di ba, yung end scene, sabi ko nga, oh my goodness, ano ba to? Mamamatay ba siya sa end? Spoiler alert, no?
Hanger yun eh.
Oh, I'm like, yung buong movie na yun yung, kasi nag-umpisa yung movie, yun ng scene eh. 'Di ba? Tapos, towards the end of the movie, parang sabi ko, napakalungkot naman ng ending na to. 'Di ba? So, kwento mo nga, Amy, ano yung ending at saka ano yung, I guess, ano yung natutunan mo doon sa ending tsaka sa overall na kwento ng movie?
Yeah. Ako kasi, kung nakita ko towards the end, ayoko siyang mamatay sa car crash. Yung spoiler alert. Ako kasi, I have this, when I die, I want to be beautiful. Ay, hindi naman beautiful. I mean, I don't want to die in a car
Pareho
accident.
tayo, Amy.
Alam mo yun, Achi. Parang, ako talagang kabilin-bilinan ko. Dad, pag mga 2 days lang. Morbid. Dad, 2 days lang. Tapos kung pwede, kakausapin ko yung friend ko, airbrush. Tapos 2 days lang. Tapos huwag mong patatagalin. Kasi wala naman na din. Yun naman sinasabi ko, papangit lang ako, masyado ako ma-expose. Gano'n. So parang I was telling, hala, ang pangit. Tapos nasa ibang lugar siya. You know, parang it's so sad to die alone. Tapos parang sabi ko, hala, ang pangit naman kung dito siya, ako cliffhanger ako eh, saan ba talaga? Tapos towards the end, di ba, towards the end, dun siya sa sea. Tapos, yun na nga, Achi, towards the end, medyo clueless ako. Kasi tumawag siya, tumawag ba siya, may tumatawag.
Yeah.
Nag-answer siya ng phone. Tapos, oh ma, what happened? Ganyan, ganyan. Eh, doon sa mga bata, I realized, kasi di ba bumalik naman talaga siya after whatever she did, she came back to her kids. So, I think she made up for the lost time. Nakabawi naman siya simply because constant yung communication niya sa mga anak niya and they still call her as a mom. So, I think yung guilt niya kasi parang alam mo yun, siguro yung values niya din yun eh. Na,
Yeah.
na yung guilt nung na may ginawa kang mali, even in between, kahit naman naging mabuti kang nanay, tas may ginawa ka, yun dun siya dun sa guilt niya eh. Pero hearing the conversation on the phone na very worried yung mga anak niya, you're not returning our calls, we thought you're dead, ganyan. You know, nandun siya sa point na somehow, I think the kids have forgiven her.
Yeah.
So, diba, yun yung ano eh. But what I've learned here is, yun nga eh, there's no perfect, we cannot be perfect. Ako, gusto ko lang disundan yung sinabi mo na, yes, we have to step back. Ako, I am just blessed na supportive talaga yung husband ko sa akin. Kasi alam naman niya na hindi naman talaga ako sanay sa ganito. Tapos actually, minsan may mga times, pag okay kami pareho, sinasabi ko sa kanya yung mga dapat hindi mo sinasabi sa akin.
Nag-open up.
Hindi, para wag nang ulitin yung sinabi niya kasi galit ako doon sa sinabi niya na ganyan kasi yung mga nanay, ganyan talaga yung ginagawa. Sabi ko, no, it's not. Kahit tanungin mo yung nanay mo, mali yan. Kasi syempre, diba? Sabi ko, no, do not say that. Tapos yun nga, sometimes when sosobrahan na yung PC ko, I have medyo puberty age na kasi yung anak kong lalaki. So, di ba, a very different approach than sobrang sweet na yung nung maliit. I think nakikita ko na nagkakaroon sila ng inggit sa isa't isa. Kasi parang favorite. Sabi ko, wala akong paborito. Kaya lang kasi itong isa, di ba? How can you not, di mo siya, Mommy, parang pagod na pagod ako, lalapitan niya ako, hahag niya ako. Ito namang isa, pagod na pagod ako, ang ingay-ingay. So ako, ang ano ko dito sa story na to is, there is no perfect mother. And we are entitled to pursue whatever we have. Siguro nandun lang din talaga sa communication if you have a spouse or dun sa mga kids mo, na ilatag mo, I'm sure they will understand whatever you want in life. Ako nga, di ba, yung itong pandemic, I told my husband na ako mag-enroll ako sa mga gantong classes. So may mga ganito akong times, minsan hanggang gabi. So nung una, hindi niya naiintindihan, even the kids, you're always on the phone, you're always on a meeting, you have, parang minsan, actually nag-worry sila sa akin, hindi ako nagpapahinga. Sabi ko naman sa kanila, actually ito na lang yung pahinga ko. So ito talaga yung real rest for me. So, dun sa communication, and yeah, there's no time, kahit anong time, when I pursue this business, nag-seryoso talaga ako dito, 36, last year, I was 36, and wala namang perfect timing eh. If you really want something, you have to do it. But if you have other responsibility, communication lang talaga. And in all your decisions, siguro yung values mo pa rin talaga. Yun nga you have to stick with your values. Hindi naman kasi tati sinasabi na hindi natin iisipin yung sasabihin ng iba, diba? Balik tayo kay the 4 agreements. But still, whatever you do, it will come back to you. So do everything right. Whatever is right for you. Pero yun nga, at the end of the day, yun nga dun sa towards the end, binasa ko na din kasi yung nagbasa ako ng reviews. Para kasing somehow may naiba dun from the book to the movie.
Yeah.
Parang ang sinasabi dun is, yun bang decision nila daw will turn out good or bad now or in the end. Kasi 'di ba parang yung guilt niya kasi hindi ko alam kung hindi niya na-overcome, pero parang nagkakaroon kasi siya ng mga anxiety attacks because of nare-recall niya yung mga past mistakes niya. So yeah, I think para wala na lang ding regrets. Tsaka ako naman din naisip ko, if you will not do it, kasi nga ipo-forgo mo because of your responsibility. And the end, ikaw din hanapin mo sa sarili mo that you are capable and you did not do it.
Yeah.
Diba? So, do it anyway. So
Yeah.
I really, although it's kind of long, the movie, but I think every mother should watch it. Wala
Mm.
masyado sa dads eh. Pero kasi si Lyle may kwento naman din siyang maliit sa kanya. But
Mm.
yeah, ito din magtatanong ka din sa sarili mo eh, if you're doing it right, if you're doing it wrong, and parang ma-assure mo yung sarili mo na no, you're just doing it because that's how you know to do it eh. Kasi 'di ba, sabi din ni Nina, no, parang 'di ba, parang nagalit nung sa huli nagalit na siya eh.
Yeah.
Na parang no, I will not do it. Parang nag-decide din si Nina na no, I will not do what you did. Parang
Mm.
ganon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yun.
When she
Yun lang.
stormed out of the apartment, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to second what you said about communication, no? I think in any relationship, and I've expressed this several times in my blogs, in my vlogs, no, na communication, the right kind of communication is always key to a good relationship, no? But how will we know that it's the right kind of communication? So I guess at the end of the day, ang importante, may communication. 'Di ba? Kasi paano malalaman ng kabiyak mo kung ano yung gusto mo, ano yung nararamdaman mo, kung pagod ka nga, kung frustrated ka nga at kailangan mo ng outlet at hindi mo sinabi sa kabiyak mo, paano naman niya malalaman? Eh, men and women are wired differently, 'di ba? How they perceive things, how they look at certain situations is very different from how we perceive things and look at situations. Kaya kung hindi nag-uusap, hindi magkakaroon ng pagkakaintindihan and magkakaroon ng assumptions, and I really believe assumptions are very dangerous. No, you need to confirm emotions, you need to confirm situations, no, para moving forward with the relationship and also with taking care of your children, merong partnership because that's marriage. That's marriage. It's a partnership in anything you do, no, even if you're pursuing a career that is different from what your husband is doing or what your spouse is doing, no, it's still a partnership, no. Ako naman na natuwa ako sa ending kasi 'di ba 48 na siya. So I'm a bit older than her character, no, than Leda, no. So parang natuwa ako kasi naging masaya siya. Yung pinaka-ending niya when she woke up, na nakatulog siya sa beach, no. And then she got the call from her daughters, and then the two girls were chatting away, telling them about what's going on. And tapos she had this warm smile. Oh my goodness, I love Olivia in Crown, and I
Yeah.
love her even more here. Okay, so the emotion that she allowed the viewer to see in her smile, in how she responded, she answered the call, no, it's I am glad that my kids are, that I have a very open communication with my children, that my children have a very healthy relationship with each other and have open communication also with each other. Na kahit na may isa na akong nasa malayo, tapos etong April, yung dalawa aalis na rin, tapos pag uwi ko rito, baka magkahiwalay na kami ng tirahan ng panganay ko. So parang, oh no, kanya-kanya na. Pero like with my pangalawa, she's been staying in Australia for the past 2+ years na, no. Pero whenever we go on a call, it's as if time didn't pass. Yung kwentuhan namin, ganyan pa rin. Kulitan namin, ganyan pa rin. Yung times na kailangan niyang umiyak, nakakaiyak pa rin siya sa akin. And it felt so good. I mean, of course, I feel bad that she's feeling that way, na iniiyak niya, no? Pero it felt so good knowing that she's still able to pour out her heart sa akin. The same way with my other kids. Kasi ang mga bata, darating sa isang puntos na mag-iiba yung kanilang how they are with you, eh, di ba? Baka mamaya mahiya na magkwento or whatever. I'm glad that none of my children felt that there was any distance between us. Na nandyan pa rin. And, forever their mommy, diba? Forever their mama. So, ang ganda ng ending. I'm glad she didn't die in the car crash. I'm glad she didn't die from the stab wound. At least parang may pag-asa pa. But tama ang sinabi mo, Amy. Every mother should watch this. No? In fact, I think every woman should watch this of all ages. No?
Yeah.
Kasi yung burnout hindi lang nangyayari sa nanay. Nangyayari yan kahit kanino. I recently started on a blog, which probably will be published next month, no, about burnouts, no. How do we handle burnouts, no? And what I realized on my own, now that I'm here, no, na isa-isa nang nagiging independent na yung mga anak ko, is that burnouts can come from, ayan, pini-preempt ko na yung blog ko. Burnouts can come from passion. It can also come from stress. Sabi ni Simon Sinek, passion and stress are outputs. So, nanggagaling sa'yo yan. Kung nanggagaling sa'yo, ibig sabihin, you have control over what you want to be passionate about or what you want to stress about. What is important is alam mo what you want to put on your plate. Alam mo kung halimbawang lahat yan gusto mong gawin. Pero halo-halo na passion and stress nagkakos na sa'yo ng burnouts, no? You can schedule the other things to a later date. It doesn't have to be next week. It doesn't have to be next month. It can be 5 years from now. No? For example, now that my kids are all grown up, so although nandiyan pa rin ang pagiging nanay ko, but hindi ko na kailangan maghabol ng maliit na bata, hindi ko na kailangan mag-alala na alas 12 na, ba't wala pa kayo sa bahay, di ba? So, now that a huge chunk of that is removed from my plate, I can replace it with something else. Kasi ako, I can never see myself na walang laman yung plato ko. Forever, I will want to be doing something. So now it's been replaced with a passion. Kasi yung nawala naman passion yun eh. Pagiging nanay ko, I'm very passionate about being a mom. It's replaced by another passion. And I am excited. I'm excited about that next chapter in my life. So I think all women out there, no, sorry men who are listening, I am not removing you from the equation. I am not looking down on your role as human being. You are as important in the human race as anybody, no. Pero because of the movie, I would like to talk to the women out there, no, na it's important to know how to control what is in your plate. And so that's it. We are just in time to end this discussion of, again, we're kind of doing things differently in the WMC book club. We've not only dived into a very different genre, but we've also used a different material, which is watching a movie from Netflix. Ayan. And the title is The Lost Daughter. Please, for those who have not watched it, I hope we did not spoil the movie that much for you to not want to watch it, because it is a great movie. The actor's performance is just, I really love Dakota and Olivia in this. Hindi ko nga nakilala si Dakota unang-una. Sabi ko,
Yeah.
she doesn't play these kinds of characters eh, di
Yeah,
ba?
was
Oo.
really parang a different role ang yung ano niya ngayon.
Exactly, exactly. And so, that ends our discussion. Watch out for the next discussion that we will have. And Amy, would you like to invite our fellow WMC alumni to join us, and where can they reach us if they want to know about our next material?
Yes, please. This is really a good outlet for our busy day and schedule and outside our business. So please come and join us. You can reach out to Achi Janet, and you can like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and send a message in our WMC Book Club Facebook page so that you can be included in the email loop that Achi Janet is sending out. So yeah, we are encouraging everyone to join here so that you have an outlet of your passion, your feelings outside of our business, which is somehow taxing and getting
Yes.
most of our time. So this is really, for me, this is really a breather. You know, I am really scheduling a day out from my busy schedule to attend to this, because this is a therapy for me. So I hope you will find this book club also enjoyable and a therapy for you too. So that's it. See you again next time.
Okay. Bye.